12 years, traveling and running. She will attend Idaho State University in the spring to study sociology. Her favorite softball memory is going to state her freshman year and taking 4th place with Coach Daniels and Coach Levi. Special thanks to her dad for setting her up for T-ball and all of her coaches along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmy.
I'm tired of the glare from the sun in the window already.
Escorted by Tyson and Angela Spencer. Next year, Maddie plans to attend esthetician school and massage therapist. Her favorite softball memory are the bus rides. Special thanks to my parents for always being my biggest supporters in life. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah.
Yeah, well, I'm also sitting out here waiting for it to start to rain too. So. Can you hear in the background? Okay.
Our next
what time do you have on your clock back there?
She will be escorted by her parents, Heidi and Tom Wadsworth.
Well, on the regular clock, first of all.
Attend Paul Mitchell Cosmetology School and take classes at BYU, Idaho. Her favorite softball memory is flying to the Kodiak Islands and spending the weekend with her team playing softball, staying up late and laughing a lot. Special thanks to my sister Lauren for giving me the idea to play softball and my dad for explaining me how to do. Ladies and gentlemen, Marin.
Do whatever. How long is the next song? Okay, let's go after the network spots. So tell me when
Our next senior is
starts to
Cadence
talk, I guess.
Cantu, who will be escorted by their mom and dad, Diana and Mike.
Or just before the network spot starts.
Utah Tech in St. George to study psychology and hopefully becoming a child psychiatrist. Her favorite softball memory is playing under the lights.
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pregame show in 5 seconds from Mark.
Let's go! Batter up! We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo. It's a beautiful day for a home run. But even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today.
This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. Well, we welcome you here to Century High School here in Pocatello as we get ready for the final game of the regular season here this afternoon as the Indians will take on the Century Diamondbacks as they celebrate Senior Day. And for the Indians, it's the final game of the regular season. They get ready for the district tournament coming up next week. We'll take a time out. We'll come back. We'll talk about today's game. Also on the docket is a visit with Coach Larry Morrison, and we'll look at other games going on around the area today as well. That's all coming up on the pregame show as we continue right after this timeout on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back here again to Pocatello as we get ready for this afternoon's game of the Indians and the Pocatello Thunder. News and notes brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. Well, you can tell all the stats you want, tell everything you might want to talk about the game, but it comes down to the game here today. Final game of the regular season for both teams, and virtually tied in the conference standings, and whoever wins the game today will go into the district tournament as the second seed and have home field advantage in the first game of the district tournament when it comes up next Tuesday to be played over at OK Gooding Park here in Pocatello. That comes up on Tuesday, and then the winner would go on to play Pocatello in the second game coming up. That's on the way on Tuesday. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll visit with head coach Larry Morrison and our Coach's Corner interview brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. And remember, they now have an office here in Pocatello as well. Take a timeout. We'll talk to the coach when we come back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929. right in your neighborhood.
Looking for unique ideas to promote your business? How about something for that special gift, celebration, team sport, vacation, or family outing? DeMarie's Vinyl Designs can design and produce items for any occasion, male or female, with the highest quality merchandise and procedures that will not fade, peel, or wear out. Check out her store on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/DeMarie's Vinyl Designs. Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
KACH.
And welcome back again here to the pregame shows. Once again, we step into the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners, as we'll talk with the head coach, Larry Morrison, here before the final game of the regular season. It's amazing how fast these things go by.
It is. I mean, once you get on the field in the middle of winter and you get a couple of rainouts, but then the sun starts to come out and you start to get comfortable, the season's end up being over. So it goes fast. It's a fast-paced game for sure, and schedule.
Sun's out? I haven't seen that in a while.
No, we're in Century now, so it could probably change in about 2 minutes. We'll probably get snowed on, so yeah.
All right, let's talk about the ball game today. You guys come in, you're both 2-4, right? In conference, or 4-2 in conference play. This game takes on a new meaning because the winner will have second place in the conference.
Yeah, obviously Pocatello grabbed number one. We're tied with Century here today, coming in on their senior night. It's a win situation for us to get the number 2 seed, to go to Pocatello and probably play them opening game, but have home field advantage on that one. So that'd be great.
But the district tournament gets started next week on Monday through Wednesday, so it becomes a busy few days coming up.
It does. We'll probably have a good practice on Monday, hit it on hard on Tuesday. Hopefully play 2, win the first, and play Pocatello on that day at 5:30. So it's going to be a fun week. It always is. It's always a pressure week, but it's fun for the girls to be able to see where the season will take them and in the conference.
You've already played Century twice this year. What do you look for coming into the day's game?
I think it's always a good matchup. We've hit these guys before. We split last time. First game was really tight knit. We started to find the pitcher just a little bit too late on that game and lost by a couple. But second game we rolled on them and shut them out. So I look forward to having the girls hit a lot today, and hopefully we can just get a win here and put us in the second seed.
Right. Hopefully it'll set us up for a good trip to the district tournament coming up next week. As always, we appreciate a few minutes of your time.
Yeah, no problem. Looking forward to the game, and hopefully the girls play well and get out a W.
Very good. That's Larry Morrison, our guest here on the pregame show. We'll take a timeout. Back with more right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hey Preston, looking for a cool spot to chill and grab some awesome food? Head to the Hangout at 23 South State Street. We're not just a restaurant, we're your go-to spot to hang with your family and friends. Pool tables, games, great vibes, and the same amazing pizza you loved from the Slice. Swing by the Hangout today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wheels, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back to the pregame show as we get ready for the final game of the regular season here for the Indians as they are in Pocatello to face the Lady Diamondbacks from Century coming up here in just a few minutes. There are a few other games going on around the area. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto. Stop by to find out how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. The other games going on around the area, Idaho Falls heads down to Bonneville today. It'll be Malad going across to take on Soda Springs. The 4A Great Basin 7 Conference gets their district tournament started today with a pair of games. It'll be Minico at Burley, and then Canyon Ridge will go across to Jerome in tournament action today. Other games going on, Genesee will go to Grangeville. It'll be West Jefferson at North Fremont. Valley View heads to Bishop Kelly. Centennial will be at Bora, and Lakeland will take on Moscow in a doubleheader today. Those are the other games on the out-of-town scoreboard. The out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto. Stop by Naylor Insurance to see how much you can save. It's 223 North State Street in Preston. The Indians and the Lady Diamondbacks come up in just a few minutes. We'll take a timeout. We'll have the starting lineups and the first pitch for this afternoon's game here from Century High School when we come back on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston High School Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop. Well, we apologize for dumping out of the open like that as the umpires decided they want to start the game a couple minutes early, so away we go. And the first pitch is down low. The Indians batting here in the top of the first inning. Let's give you their lineup. Brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. As Avery Madsen at the plate as she takes that pitch down and away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. She's at third base today. Paisley Campbell will hit second. She's the catcher. Carly Madsen, the shortstop, will hit in the 3 spot. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Missing down low, it's 3 balls and a strike. Regan Hansen will pitch, and she will hit fourth. Kylie Chatterton is in right field, and she will hit 5 today for the Indians. Addie Carter hits 6th at first base. Sydney Cleverly will bat 7th. She's in left field. Mesa Jones hits in the 8 spot and plays at second base. The 3-0 pitch on the way is over for a strike. It's 3-1. And Kentley Archibald is the designated player today for the Indians, and she will bat in the number 9 spot today for Preston. The 3-1 pitch on the way to Avery Madsen, over again for a strike, and it's 3-2. Allie Evans on the mound today for the Century Diamondbacks. Evans ready and comes home with a 3-2 pitch, popped up foul off the third base side, and it'll go out of play. So good to have you with us as we get underway right at 4 o'clock here this afternoon. Kind of the showdown game of the season between these two teams. Third game between them as the pitch is swung on and missed, and Avery Madsen goes down on strikes for the first out of the game. Overcast, cool, a little bit breezy here this afternoon as well. And that'll bring up the number 2 batter today here for the Indians. It'll be Paisley Campbell, bumping up to the top of the batting order today as she hits in the number 2 spot, and she swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. A little bit cool, a little bit of a threat of rain, 50 degrees outside here in Pocatello at that game time here today as the next pitch misses down low. And it's a ball and a strike on Paisley Campbell. So these two teams have met twice already this year. That was back over in Preston a couple of weeks ago, and they split the 2 games. Look out. Foul ball right past the end of the fence as got folks standing right there by the dugout and just about got plunked. Century won that first game 5-1. Preston came back and won the nightcap. And now here we are in game 3 between the two teams as the next pitch is up high from Evans, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just the top of the first inning here today, just getting underway. So Campbell climbs back into the box, and the 2-2 delivery is swung on and missed. Allie Evans with a pair of strikeouts here in the top of the first inning. 2 up, 2 down for the Indians. And with 2 outs, brings up Carly Madsen, the shortstop. Today's game here in the first inning brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Call 208-852-5700. First pitch to Madsen, rolled down to the first baseman as Jones has it, calmly just steps on the bag, and the Indians are gone here in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left as the Indians go out in order on no score on the Circle S Title and Escrow scoreboard. And after a half inning, it's the Indians nothing and the Century Diamondbacks coming to the plate.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Magnolia Road is here to bring you the latest trends in women's fashion. We believe fashion should not only be stylish, but also comfortable and inclusive for every body type, with sizes small through 3X. We strongly believe in giving back to our community, and by supporting Magnolia Road, you are not only embracing fashion, but also supporting Preston and West Side activities. Our team is here to help you find that perfect outfit that suits your style and makes you feel confident. Visit Magnolia Road at our new location, 12 North State Street, Preston, Idaho.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Bottom of the first inning as the Indians go out on the field for the first time after going out in order in the top of the first inning. Let's give you the Century lineup as they come up for the first time. Once again, the lineup's brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. Let us apologize right off the bat for no video available today, as, again, we are not allowed to shoot video from here at Century High School. So the starting lineup today for the Century Lady Diamondbacks, the lineup this way is Kennedy Osborne will hit first. She's the catcher. Emma Cook, the center fielder, will hit second. Tess Ramirez, the third baseman, bats in the 3 spot. Allie Evans will hit fourth. She is the starting pitcher today. Liv Weinberner, the shortstop, will hit fifth. Marion Wadsworth is the second baseman, and she will hit in the 6th spot. Lindy Ferguson hits 7th, the front left field. Gentry Jones is at first base, and she'll hit 8th. And Kinsey Cantu is the right fielder, and she will bat number 9 as the first pitch is hit foul by Kennedy Osborne to lead off here in the bottom of inning number 1. So Reagan Hansen on the mound today for the Indians, as that next pitch is up high, as that'll go back to the backstop as it bounces off of Campbell's glove. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. If you remember or not, but in that doubleheader that these two teams played in Preston, Osborne was all over the place, and because she leads off the bottom of the first inning strong as she rolls one right back up through the middle into center field. So it's a single for Kennedy Osborne to lead off here in the bottom of the first inning. The leadoff batter aboard, and that'll bring up Emma Cook. Well, they're calling for possibility of showers sometime after 4 or 5 o'clock here, so hopefully they'll stay away long enough so we can get the game in, and it won't affect it as the pitch to Cook is swung out and missed, and it's 0-1. Carter over to first base, playing a step in front of the bag, as again a fastball from Hansen is up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Hansen's 1-1 pitch. Ground ball towards short. As Madsen has it, plays it across. The only play she had was to first base, as they get the ground out there. So there's 1 out, and Osborne moves up to second base. So runner at second, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Now here's Tess Ramirez. Ramirez has shown her ability to be a tough out in the games against the Indians, as the first pitch to her is a check swing, but it'll cost her. She went too far. And it's 0-1. The 1-1 pitch, little roller up along the third base line as Madsen up with it there and plays it across. So a couple of ground balls to the 2 Madsen sisters account for the 2 outs here in the inning. And now with 2 outs, Osborne stands at third base And it'll leave it up to Allie Evans to pick her up with 2 outs here in the top of the bottom of inning number 1. Evans, who's kind of Iron Man in it here today, hits the first pitch into right field, base hit, and gives Century a 1-0 lead. So she hits one into right field for the RBI single. 1-0 Century as they get a run here in the top of the first inning on their second hit. 2 outs, runner at first base. And now here's the shortstop, Liv Weinberger, as she hits the ball to left field in the first pitch she sees. That's going to go over Cleverly's head, and it's going to roll to the fence. Here comes Evans around third. She will score without a play, and it's 2-0. RBI double for Weinberger. So Century gets 2 here in the inning. And Marion Wadsworth, the number 6 batter, comes up. First pitch to Wadsworth, that is down low. Nice stop by Campbell. Keeps it from going to the backstop. One ball and no strikes. So Pokey gets 2 here in the bottom of the first. Little thumb job over off the third base side. That'll be foul in front of the first base dugout. And it's 1 ball with 1 strike. Weinberger is at second base, 2 outs, 2 runs in. Marion Ferguson, the 1-1 pitch is hit foul back into the screen again. So it's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Hanson ready, comes home. The 1-2 pitch bounces up there. As nice save by Campbell again to keep it in front of her, keep it from going to the backstop. This half inning brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call for financial advice. As the roller foul again over by the first base dugout. And again, it stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. To reach Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, call 208-852-2364. The 2-2 pitch. It is down and in, missing, and runs the count full, 3-2. So a 3-2 count. Hanson trying to get out of the trouble she's got herself into here, and the 3-2 pitch misses down and in, and it's a 2-out walk to Marion Wadsworth. First walk of the game given up by Regan Hanson. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. And the 7th batter to hit here in the inning is Lindy Ferguson. First pitch to Ferguson popped up in the infield. Madsen going back and just about a step out on the outfield grass. She'll have that for out number 3. However, Century scores 2 here in the inning. 2 runs on a pair of hits, and they leave 2 in the inning as well, as we are done with 1 here this afternoon. On the Flying S Escrow and Title scoreboard, it's Century 2, Preston nothing, as we go to the second after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, we go here to the top of the inning number 2, 2-0 Century as they get 2 in the first inning. As Regan Hansen leads it off for the Indians here in the top of inning number 2. First pitch was swung on and missed. The next pitch is high and goes all the way to the backstop. Held a ceremony on the field yesterday afternoon over at Tony Hansen Field for Reagan as she was signing her letter of intent. She's going to go play college softball in Minnesota, where the next pitch misses down low, 2 balls and a strike. She's going to play at the same school that her sister attends, so they'll be able to hang out and go to school together. So congratulations to Reagan. 2 balls and a strike. Evans ready to pitch high, minus ball 3, 3 balls and 1 strike. Hansen, the only senior on the team that received an offer of any kind this year for all the Preston players, as the next pitch swung on and missed, and it runs the count full, 3-2. Good fastball from Allie Evans and got it right past her. So the count full. As she'll come home again, the 3-2 pitch is a little thumb job over toward first base. Jones off the bag, quickly able to make the catch, and she records the out on the pop-up as Allie Evans has recorded the first 4 have made out here for the Indians. So 1 out here in the top of the second. And now here is Kylie Chatterton. As the first pitch to Kylie swung on and missed. Evans got the fastball working today. It's funny because everyone out here is bundled up in the cool temperatures and the wind blowing, coming off the hills on the other side of the 15 freeway. And Chatterton, I was going to mention before she hit the first pitch in her at-bat in the bottom of the first inning, she's an Iron Man in it today. She is the only one that's not either wrapped up in a jacket or has some sort of long sleeve on underneath their uniform. As she's out there in short sleeves and just toughing it out. Jumps ahead of Chatterton, no balls and 2 strikes after the foul ball. And here comes the 0-2 offering. Hit in the air along the right field line. Right fielder Cantu coming over. She'll make the catch, and that's 5 in a row retired by Evans. So 2 outs, and now here's Addie Carter. Carter climbs in from the right side. And the first pitch to her, another good fastball from Evans. Threw it right past her, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch home to Addie. It's hit foul back over our heads and out of play. And Evans jumps in front of Carter. No balls and 2 strikes. We are literally sitting right at the backstop, just off the first base side of home plate. So we're literally have great sound for you as a pitch to Carter is swung on and missed. That's strikeout number 3 for Evans as she has retired the Preston Indians in order in each of the first 2 innings. They go out 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second on the Flying S Escrow and Title scoreboard. It's Century 2, Preston nothing on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And playing at the Worm Creek Theater this weekend, it is the acclaimed movie Escape from Germany. So check out the website at wormcreek.org for tickets and showtimes for Escape from Germany this weekend. All right, we go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Century. And here in the bottom of the second inning, going to be Gentry Jones, Candace Cantu, and then back to the top of the order, and Kennedy Osborne due up. So here is Gentry Jones. She hits from the right side. She moves way up in the box and takes the first pitch inside, a little bit high, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Diamondbacks get a couple of runs in the first inning. They lead 2-0 as we play here in the bottom now of inning number 2 as that pitch misses down and in, and it's ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Outfield defense set up straight away as the 2-0 pitch misses down low, and it's ball 3. So 3-0 as Hansen falls behind. Here's the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the second. 3-0 pitch, taking all the way, and she takes a strike, and it's 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Hit on the hands, hits it to the shortstop, Madsen, as Allie has it, plays it across, and the first out of the bottom of inning number 2. So 1 out, and now here is Candace Cantu. She comes up for the first time. Today's game brought to you by Butterfly Express Essential Oils. Use the code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Shop online at butterflyexpress.shop. As the first pitch misses down low, ball 1, 1-0. Well, the thing about playing here at Century is you are exposed to the elements and even the wind, and the wind also created by the 15 freeway that runs, not more than 50 yards just off the third base line here. It goes the northbound 15 lanes. Of course, I'm sure you've all driven by here and all know exactly what I'm talking about, as the next pitch to Cantu is hit foul, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 on Cantu here in the bottom of the inning number 2. As Hansen comes home off speed, stays a little high, and evens the count. Nope, you're going to get the call as home plate umpire with the delayed strike call, and Cantu's out looking for the second out. First strikeout for Hansen. Then we go back to the top of the order, and Kennedy Osborne, who singled and scored a run in the first inning. So she's 1 for 1 here this afternoon. District tournament gets started next week. Tuesday, we'll convene back here in Pocatello again as the pitch is hit in the foul ground, coming over as Carter not able to make the play. No balls and 1 strike. These two teams will meet again on Tuesday in the opening game of the tournament. That's the importance of this game, is who will decide who will be the home team, who will have the home field advantage. As that ball's popped up just back over our heads. And it's 0-2. You're supposed to lean over here and protect me when the ball comes over like that. So no balls and 2 strikes on Osborne. Hansen comes home with the 0-2, bounces up there. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One thing that Preston really was able to do much in those games against Century was retire the side in order, as that's lined to left field. Coming up and have to play it on a bounce. Did she or she make the catch? As they're going to give her the shoestring catch indeed. So there's the first time the Indians put the Diamondbacks out in order on a fine play by the left fielder, Sidney Cleverly, to make the catch for out number 3. We're done with 2 here this afternoon. It's 2-0 Century on the Flying S Escrow and Title scoreboard as we'll go to inning number 3 on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, we move along here to the top of inning number 3. And it's still 2-0 Century after getting a couple of runs in the top of inning number 1. So here in the third, bottom third of the order for the Indians as they look for their first base runner still, as it will be Sidney Cleverly to lead it off and takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Cleverly, Jones, and Archibald do up for the Indians. Next pitch swung on and missed. And Allie Evans jumps out in front. No balls and 2 strikes. Check that. I guess they called that a ball. So it's 1-1. Now the next pitch runs a little bit too far inside, and Preston has their first base runner as Sidney Cleverly gets nicked by that one just a little bit. She'll head down to first base. So Preston with their first base runner. Now here's Mesa Jones, the second baseman, with no outs and a runner over at first base. As the first pitch is up high, ball 1, 1-0. And Century playing the defense pretty much straight up here against the Indians. As that next pitch, that's over for a strike, and it evens up at 1-1. Cleverly over at first. There's the 1-1 offering on the way to Jones, and takes that pitch on the inside half for another called strike, and it goes to 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. Kentley Archibald, the designated hitter, or designated player as you prefer here in softball. That pitch is down low. Nice block by Osborne behind home plate. And that will keep Cleverly over at first base as the count evens now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Archibald waiting on deck. 2-2 pitch. Again, misses down low. Gets away. There goes the runner for second base, and she is going to be safe. So pitch in the dirt, rolled away from the catcher, and Osborne not able to pounce on it quickly enough. Pitch in the dirt like that will officially go down as a wild pitch to allow Cleverly to move into scoring position where she's at. As a little ground ball back to the circle as Evans plays it over to first. And when she does that, Cleverly will advance to third. So runner at third base now. And one out in the inning. And now here is Kentley Archibald up there for her first time up here today. Archibald not playing in the field this afternoon. She is the designated hitter, if you will. Squares the show bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes the pitch outside and low for ball one. Cleverly bouncing over there at third base, coming down the line, see if she can distract Evans just a little bit. As Archibald climbs back in the box. Here's the 1-0. Again, shows bunt. Ball gets away, goes to the backstop. Here comes Cleverly to the plate, and she will score. So Cleverly comes home on what will be another wild pitch on the pitch in the dirt. As the Indians get a run without the benefit of a hit here in the top of the inning number 3. Hit batter, advance on a ground ball, and a pair of wild pitches gets the run home, and it's 2-1. Next pitch to Cleverly rolled foul. And it'll be 2 balls and a strike. So Preston able to get on the board. Here in the top of inning number 3. Roller past the mound into center field, base hit. So nice job by Archibald. Just puts her bat on the ball and rolls it right back through the circle and into center field. Preston has their first hit of the game to go along with their first run that they scored earlier in the inning without the benefit of a hit. Now we go back to the top of the order, and Avery Madsen will come back up. Avery 0 for 1 on the day as she struck out her first time up and takes that pitch on the inside corner at the knees for a called strike. So 2-1. Century leads here in the top of the inning number 3. 1 out. Preston with a tying run standing over at first base. As she didn't mean to swing, did Avery Madsen, but it hits it foul. And it's now no balls and 2 strikes. Today's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No advancement over at first base by Archibald. As it stays at 1-2, Madsen backs out, looks down to Larry Morrison, who's down there at the third base coach's box, yelling out the instructions down there. Here's Evans 1-2 on the way, and that is up high and evens the count at 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Amy with a lot of room to work with in left center field if she can punch one that way. Here's the 2-2. Swings late, hits it foul, and it stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Avery takes a little walk around, now climbs back in. Just the freshman. What an addition she has been to this Lady Indian team. Fastball misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. So just off the plate. Now let's keep an eye on Kentley Archibald. See if she's running on the 3-2 pitch. On the way, the pitch is low, ball 4. First walk allowed by Allie Evans. Preston now with runners at first and second with one run home here in the inning already. And now here is Paisley Campbell, the catcher. Paisley also a strikeout victim her first time up. 2 on, 1 out for the Indians. 2-1 century here in the top of the inning number 3. Showing bunt and bunts it foul back into the screen. You got to appreciate Campbell's bunting style, as she is much better at setting up to bunt than a lot of the guys on the baseball team are, quite frankly. Here comes the 1-2 again. She's going to say she went after it, as she did not make contact, and both runners for the Indians advance. So they advance to second and third. Archibald now at third, Matson at second. As I say, there was not a foul ball in the bunt attempt. So it's 0-2. As asking out of the first base dugout, was that a foul ball? And the home plate umpire just shakes his head in the negative. No, it wasn't. Now the 0-2 pitch. Another good stop by the catcher Osborne to keep the ball from going to the backstop, and it's 1-2. The good bunting style that Campbell has to get the bat out in front, and you're trying to just catch the ball with the bat and just deaden it out in front of home plate. Ball popped up in the infield on the right side. It's Wadsworth to make the catch as they keep the ball in the infield, and that keeps the Preston runners from advancing on the out. So now with 2 outs and the tying run still standing down at third base, here's Carly Matson. Matson, who in that last group of home games that the Indians played, muscled up, hit a couple of home runs in those games. Turned out to be the only 2 home runs on the year for the Preston girls. As she takes the first pitch down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. But they came in big opportunities, and certainly this would be big opportunity with a couple of exclamation points behind it. The 1-0. As that is down low, ball 2 balls and no strikes. But with 2 outs and 2 on, I'd take one just in play out onto the green part of the field, out in the outfield. The 2-0. Fastball is high again. So it's 3 balls and no strikes. Reagan Hansen waits on deck, hoping she gets a chance with 2 outs. The 3-0 pitch. That is on the corner for a strike, and it's 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike on Carly Matson. Evans ready. Here's the 3-1 offering. Swung on and missed. Good. Again, another good fastball. Got it as the Preston hitter, another Preston hitter late on the pitch, and runs the count full, 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It's ground ball to the right side. There's Wadsworth to have it on one bounce. She'll flip it across in time for the out. Preston gets a run, and that's what they'll have to settle for as they leave the couple of men on base. So 1 run in the inning on just 1 hit. There was a hit batter, a walk, and 2 left as we are done with 2.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 2-1. Century leads on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, Preston gets on the board, but they still trail by a run as we go here to the bottom of inning number 3. As for the Diamondbacks, as they come back up here, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 at the plate. Cook, Ramirez, and Evans due up. Emma Cook grounded out her first time up. She comes back up here for the second time to lead off here in the bottom of inning number 3. So Reagan Hansen, who gave up a couple of runs in the first inning, comes home with the first pitch, and it's up high, ball 1. 1 ball with no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Again, slapped to center. As coming up is Madsen, can't make the catch. Bounces away. There goes Cook for second base, and she's in there safely. Ball ricocheted off of the glove on a diving attempt by Madsen. The left fielder cleverly came over, and her throw back into second base was not in time. With the diving attempt by Madsen, they'll go down as a double. So Cook has her first hit of the game. And now here is Tess Ramirez, who grounded out her first time up as well. Hansen gets the pitch call from the dugout and comes home, and the first pitch is over for a strike. 1-0. Today's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts, CarQuest. They have the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. Stop in and find out for yourself at 17 South State Street in downtown Preston. Ground ball wide of third. Madsen has it, checks the runner, goes across in time for the out. But then on the throw, there goes Cook for third, and she's in there with a dive. So Ramirez is out 6-3. That's the first out of the inning, and now here is Allie Evans. Evans singled and scored a run. First run of the scored the second run of the bottom of the first inning for the Diamondbacks. And takes the pitch up high, but she's up there with 1 out. Help her cause, pick up the RBI. He's standing over at third with 1 out. The 1-0 pitch is up high again, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. As Evans ahead in the count. Digging herself in the right-hand box. Hansen standing in the circle, now toes the rubber, and he comes home with the 2-0 pitch. The snap throw back to third is not in time, and the pitch was high again, ball 3. It's 3-0. So 3 balls and no strikes. The pitch to Evans. She's taking outside at the knees. Good pitch by Hansen, and it's now 3-1.
Watch it hard right here, baby.
Here comes the 3-1 offering. It's in there on a bounce, and there goes Evans for first base. He's just going to keep on running all the way to third as they try to bluff the runner to get the run home. As they throw back to second, now they throw home, and the throw is high. So Evans with the walk. And then the fielder's choice gets the run in, and then Evans advances to second base. So it's 3-1. As Century able to get the run in. Here in the bottom of inning number 3. There is 1 out. And now here is Liv Weinberger. Hits the first pitch foul off the third base side rather. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Popped up again, third base side. And that too is going to find the crowd. And Hansen jumps in front of Weinberger. No balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch is rolled wide of third, backhanded by Madsen. Long throw is not going to be in time for the hole. As they drop the ball at first, they come home, not in time. Throw back through to second base, will hold the runner at first. So Weinberger gets an infield hit to pick up a run. Second run of the inning comes home as Evans able to score, and it's 4-1. So 2 runs in the first, 2 here in the second. And Preston wants to get together as the infield's going to meet at the mound. As they do, it gives us a chance to remind you that today's game is brought to you by Puppy Steps Training. It's an 8-week board and train program designed to give your puppy a head start in life. Wouldn't your dog be better off with wouldn't your life be better off with a well-trained dog from Puppy Steps Training? So 4-1 Century here in the bottom of inning number 3. Still only 1 out. Marion Wadsworth, the second baseman, now coming up here for Century. Weinberger with the infield hit, picks up the run, little roller back to the mound by Wadsworth. They throw to first as Carter can't bring it in, and everyone's going to advance the extra 90 feet, 60 feet rather, as the ball gets away. As Wadsworth will reach on the air, and then everybody advance. So Weinberger over at third, Wadsworth goes to second, still only 1 out in the inning. It'll be an error against the Indians. And now here's Ferguson with a chance to pick up a couple of RBIs here with only 1 out. 2 runs in already here in the inning. Yeah, Century leads it 4-1. Hansen ready, comes home. Next pitch hit in the air to center. Hit pretty well. Going back on the ball is Mortensen. She can't get it. It's up against the fence. As Weinberger scores. Here comes Wadsworth to the plate. She will score. It's a 2-run double for Ferguson, and it's 6-1. So Century with 4 runs here in the inning, and they're not done yet. There's still only 1 out. And now here comes Larry Morrison out to the mound, as he's going to come out and visit with Hansen and the entire infield as well. Which gives us a chance to remind you that Magnolia Road is the official sponsor of the timeouts here on the Indian broadcast. And don't forget, coming up this Saturday, they will celebrate their grand reopening with their new owner, Amber Whitaker. As that's going to happen this Saturday, it's Magnolia Road, 12 North State Street in downtown Preston. Looks like the Indians are going to make a pitching change. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back, tell you who the new pitcher is right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
So it'll be Mesa Jones who will come in and pick up here as Reagan Hansen can't get out of the third inning. As she goes 2 1/3 here today and has been touched up for 6 runs, but still responsible for the runner at second base. And the next pitch is the first pitch here to Gentry Jones is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Mesa Jones gets a chance to pitch today. Normally there's their other starting pitcher. Is that pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2. But with today having a game today and then not playing again till Tuesday, they can get her in there into the circle and get her a little work here in relief. The 0-2 pitch rolled foul. It's going to go over by the Indian dugout on the third base side. And it stays no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second base, 1 out, bottom of the third inning, 4 runs home for Century. They lead it 6-1. The 0-2 popped up, first base side. Carter coming over, can't get it, as it fell just short before she could get there. And again, the count will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 on Jones as Jones delivers, and it's up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tuesday, district tournament opens here from Pocatello. Preston and Century will meet in the game 1, as that'll start about 3:30 on Tuesday. The winner then will play Pocatello in the second game of the doubleheader.
On that sweet spot right here, babe. You got it.
And see what happens there. And then they'll have same kind of situation on Wednesday as they need to until they start eliminating teams. As the pitch is outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Gentry Jones. So Jones hanging tough, 1 out, bottom of the third. As the next pitch again is up high again. And runs the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jones. So Gentry waiting, Jones back in the circle, and the 3-2 pitch is lined in the left field, base hit. Coming up to pick it up is Cleverly. They're going to hold the runner at third base. Whoops, now they got her picked off as she rounded the bag too far. The throw back to third is in time. So Jones singles. Ferguson came around they're trying to hold her. She came around the base too far initially and then got kind of hung up between home and third. And she ends up out 7-6-2-5. It's the second out of the inning. And now the number 9 hitter, Cadence Cantu, at the plate. So 2 outs, runner at second base. As the pitch is down low, ball 1. Cadence Cantu took a called third strike her first time up on kind of a borderline pitch. As the 1-0 on the way, misses high and away, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. So Gentry Jones at second base with 2 outs. After Century had the potential 5th run of the inning cut down, coming too far around third base. 2-0 pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. So Preston in that unenviable position they have found themselves in quite a bit, needing offense. As that pitch is low and inside, runs the count to 3 balls and a strike. As they trail by 5 here in the bottom of inning number 3. Comes the 3-1 offering. It's up high, ball 4. So Cantu will draw a walk. And the 9th batter to hit in the inning coming up is Kennedy Osborne. So Osborne, the catcher, throws the shin guards away. She comes up, 1 for 2 on the day. Singled, scored a run, and flew out to left. And up there now with 2 outs, the 9th batter to hit here in the inning. And for Century, they have 4 runs home here in the inning already and looking for more. First pitch, hit foul back over the top of the screen, and it's 0-1. So 2 on and 2 out. Jones at second. Cantu with a 2-out walk is over at first. Oh, 1 pitch is down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kennedy Osborne takes a little walk around home plate. Now back in the box. The 1-1 offering. Misses down and in, gets her foot out of the way so it doesn't hit it, and it goes to the backstop, and both runners will move up. So that'll be a wild pitch against Mesa Jones for the Indians. As Gentry Jones goes to third, and Candace Cantu advances to second base. So there they are in scoring position now with 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Madsen has it, play it across, in time, inning over. After the Diamondbacks send 9 batters to the plate here in the inning, 4 of them come home to score. On 4 hits, there was an error, and they leave a couple of runners on base, and we are done with 3. After 3 innings on the Flying S Tideland Escrow scoreboard, it's Century 6, Preston 1 as we go to the 4th. On the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com. We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Well, we move along to the 4th, and this inning of Preston Indian Athletics is brought to you by Papa J's Jelly and Jerky in Clifton. Next time you stop in for lunch, pick up some of their mouth-watering world-class hickory smoked beef jerky. Or you can order it online at papajs.com. So we go to the 4th, and for the Indians, Regan Hansen leads it off. As she takes the first pitch, fastball outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Hansen, Chatterton, and Carter due up here in the 4th inning. The next pitch is out in front of a pitch, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch to Hansen. Hit in the air toward right center field. Hit toward the gap, and it's going to get down, and it's going to bounce off the fence. Hansen will turn and go to second base, and in there with a stand-up leadoff double here in the 4th inning. So Hansen doubles. Preston needs some base runners down by 5. And now here is Kylie Chatterton. In case you missed it this morning, we kicked off our series of visits with those folks running for political office around Franklin County and parts of the state. As the first pitch to Chatterton swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And coming up after the game, we'll replay the community chat in case you missed it earlier today, as we'll have that coming up for you right after the postgame show from today's game. As the ball lined into left field, that's a base hit. Up to get it in a hurry is Ferguson, but she has no play. And Preston with back-to-back hits. 2 men on, nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. That's hits number 2 and 3 for the Indians. 2 on, nobody out. Now here comes Addie Carter, the first baseman for Preston. That community chat coming up after the game, we'll visit with Blake Davis-Baker, who's running for Franklin County Commissioner. As Carter shows bunt, pulls the bat back. The runner at first, Chatterton advances to second base. So puts runners at second and third now for the Indians. Pitch missed low, so it's ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Carter. The 1-0 from Evans. Good fastball. Threw it right past her, and it's 1-1. Well, here she gets in a little bit of difficulty, a little bit of trouble. Boy, she goes back to that fastball and throws it right past people. She pumps it up there in a hurry when she has to. The 1-1. Chopped right down off the plate. It goes through Evans's feet. They got to play at the plate, and Hansen's going to be tagged out.
Nice job, Kennedy. Good job, girls. Way to go, one. Good job, Liz.
So Hansen is out coming home. (1-6-2) on the out at the plate for the first out of the inning. And because the ball was hit back to the pitcher and she didn't make the play cleanly, for Carter, technically it has scored a hit. That's the 3rd hit of the inning for the Indians. As Carter will advance to second base, and once again Preston has runners at second and third, this time with 1 out, as the first pitch to Cleverly was over for a strike. And it's 0-1. Evans comes home, pitches high, no advancement by either runner, as the fastball went cleanly all the way to the backstop and bounced back to the catcher, Osborne. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ready for the bunt. Here we go.
So a ball and a strike on Cleverly. Again, shows bunt. Bunts it, gets a good bunt, and it's a foul ball. It just barely creeped over the line into foul territory, as Cleverly's bunt had a little backspin on it. It died just on the line, but just kept backing up just a little bit into foul territory. So it goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still 6-1. Preston with 3 hits in the inning, but yet to score a run. And it's 1-2 on Cleverly, as the pitch is a fastball outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mesa Jones, who's now the pitcher for the Indians, waiting on deck. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Once again, Evans goes back to that heat and able to get the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, now here's Jones. That's 4 strikeouts in the game for Allie Evans. 2 outs. Mesa Jones at the plate, grounded out her first time up. First pitch is down low, ball 1-0. Chatterton's at third, Carter at second, 2 outs. Evans rocks, comes home from the circle, and it's fastball right past it, and it's a 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's a ball and a strike on Jones. Here's the 1-1. That's over again for a called strike. And it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Evans. He's trying to get out of the inning. Missed outside, evens the count at 2s. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. 2 on. Evans kind of rolls the ball over her hand a few times, and here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. It goes back to the fastball again and gets out of the inning with her 5th strikeout of the game. Preston threatens but cannot score. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left in the inning as we go to the bottom of the 4th after 3.5 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. It's Century 6, Preston 1 on the My Local Radio Sports Network. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com. Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Now Preston threatens but comes up empty. So we go here to the bottom of inning number 4, and for the Indians, as they left a couple of men on base, and also had one thrown out trying to come home. So they come up empty. It stays 6-1, Century leading as we go to the bottom of inning number 4. Century sent 9 batters to the plate in the last inning, so they'll start right where they did last inning. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up here again, as it'll be Emma Cook, Tess Ramirez, and Allie Evans due up for the Century Diamondbacks, as the Century coach talking to the home plate umpire here. So that's the delay here momentarily before we get started here in the bottom of inning number 4. So we can remind you that today's game is brought to you by West Motors, serving of course, they are your only stop you need to make for new or used cars in both Preston and in Logan. And by Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston and the Cache Valley. Stokes Market, they're on State Street in Preston. So we're ready to go here in the bottom of the 4th inning as Emma Cook will lead it off. Emma doubled and scored a run to get things rolling in that 4-run 3rd inning for the Diamondbacks, and the first pitch is down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Emma also has grounded out, so she's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Jones ready again, the 1-0. Little roller past the circle is kicked by Madsen, not able to do anything with it as the leadoff batter is aboard, and that'll be an error on the Preston shortstop. First error of the game. Check that second error of the game against the Indians. And with one on and nobody out, that'll ring up Tess Ramirez, who's grounded out twice to the left side of the infield. One time to short, one time to third. Here's the first pitch. That's a ground ball to short. They'll go to second, get one there. The return throw is a double play. So Preston turns it 6-4-3. And quickly 2 outs here in the inning. So here's Allie Evans. Singled, walked, scored twice. So the first pitch home from Jones misses down and in, ball 1. So nice turn. Ground ball to Preston shortstop. Took her right toward the bag. She fed it over there. They got the out and then turned it into the double play. As a pitch hit foul back into the screen. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So a ball and a strike. Evans waiting at the plate. The 1-1 swung on and missed, and it's now 1-2.
Okay, Al, be smart right here. Take a break. Know what you're doing right here. You got it, babe.
So a good turn on the double play ground ball. It's Sydney Cleverly now playing second base for the Indians.
Good job.
Evans rolls the ball foul up along the third base line. Hansen goes out to play in left field after the pitching change. With Jones now on the mound. Next pitch again rolled foul over by the first base dugout by Evans, and again it stays at a ball and 2 strikes.
Stay smart. Here we go.
So she climbs back into the box and digging herself a toe hold. Jones with a new ball. Back into the circle. And again the 1-2. Well high. Evans lays off of it. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of inning number 4. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Popped up in the infield. Look out as it's Jones there to able to put it away and make the catch for the 3rd out. So a pop up back to the pitcher, and the inning is over. No runs in the innings for the Diamondbacks. No hits. There was an error, but thanks to the double play, nobody left, and we are done with 4. After 4 on the Flying S title and escrow scoreboard, it's still Century 6, Preston 1 on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Inning number 5, Preston still trails by 5. And they start from the bottom of the order here. Kentley Archibald will lead it off. Then back to the top of the order, Avery Matson and Paisley Campbell due up as they trail 6-1 as we start here into the 5th inning. As the first pitch here to Archibald is swung on and missed. So Preston pushes across 1 run in the top of the 3rd and then threatened in the 4th but can't get anybody over. And here we are in the 5th as Evans comes right back with back-to-back strikes to lead off against Archibald here in the bottom of inning number 5. Ready again. The next pitch, fastball is on the corner. Strike 3 called. So 3 pitches to Archibald. She goes down on strikes, and we go back to the top of the order now, and Avery Madsen due up. That's 6 strikeouts for Evans in the game. So 1 out. Avery Madsen at the plate, walked and struck out, 0 for 1 officially, as he takes the pitch upstairs. Ball 1 ball with no strikes. Kind of pinching the lines here as we get into the middle to late innings here in the 5th of a 7-inning game. As that pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ball and a strike on Avery Madsen, the Preston third baseman. Comes the 1-1. Popped up right around first. There's Jones right standing next to the bag, able to put the squeeze on that. And that's the 2nd out here in the top of the 5th. So 2 outs, and Paisley Campbell will now come to the plate. Today's game is brought to you by the Polar Bear Restaurant. The Polar Bear is back and better than ever. Stop by for lunch or maybe after the game for an ice cream. You'll find them on Highway 91 at the south end of the city of Preston. Here's Campbell, 0 for 2, struck out and popped up. As the first pitch popped up foul, and it's 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits for the Indians. Evans ready again. She comes home. The next pitch is down and in. It'll be a ball. Ball 1 ball and 1 strike. 6 runs, 6 hits for Century in the game. So a ball and a strike to count here on Campbell. And the 1-1 on the way. Bounces up there. 2 balls and a strike. Two outs, top of the 5th. Preston starting to run short of outs again. The 2-1 is over, 2-2. So the count evens again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball punched toward the second baseman, just out of her reach. It's going to be a hit as it lands just out of her reach out into right field. And Campbell has her first hit of the game. Hit number 5 on the day for the Indians. And runner at first base with 2 outs, and turn it over to the senior, Carly Madsen, who's hit the ball on the ground twice and grounded out twice. She kept it a 5-run game last half inning. It could have gotten even bigger, but thanks to that ground ball double play that she helped turn, kind of kept it at where it's at, and takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Evans ready again. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Misses down low, a ball and a strike. Today's game also brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care that you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. 1 ball, 1 strike on Madsen as Avery lines it just foul past first base. As Jones was playing near the runner, Campbell was standing on third base, and that ball just went rifling past both of them and just foul as it passed the bag. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. But Madsen turned on him, jerked it just foul. Here's the 1-2. It's up high, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 to Madsen. Takes it outside and low, runs the count full now, 3-2. So full count on Madsen, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Evans rocks and comes home. The 3-2 pitch is low, ball 4. So Evans got the first 2 batters of the inning in a single and now a walk. Puts runners at first and second. Just her second walk of the afternoon. And now here is Reagan Hansen with 2 outs and 2 on. Reagan 1 for 2 on the day, doubled her last time up as the first pitch is hit foul. Our next broadcast comes up tomorrow afternoon as the Preston boys will be at home as they'll open boys district tournament play, as they will host the boys from Century High School tomorrow at Tony Hansen Field. We'll be on the air with the pregame show about 3:35. First pitch at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on the My Local Radio Sports Network and on KECH as the pitch is up high, a ball and a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Reagan Hansen. The 1-1 swung on a miss, and it's 1-2. Hansen got as far as third base after leading off the top of the 4th inning with a double. Then after the ball got away from Evans, she tried to come home and was thrown out trying to score last inning. Evans ready, comes home. Here's the 1-2 to Hansen. Outside, a little high. As it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looked like a good pitch. The home plate umpire said no. It was just a little bit too high. As, hold on, time called. Home plate umpire, always observant as he is, goes up to tell Reagan Hansen, excuse me, there's a bee on you. So she knocked the bee off and kicked it off into the dirt. Hits the ball along the left field line. It's going to fall just foul and out of play. As a trio of Diamondbacks were there, but none of them could come up with it. And the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If the Preston boys win tomorrow, they'll play again on Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we'll have that for you as well. Again, the 2-2 pitch to Hansen. Again, hit foul. That's going to go over by the JV field as the count stays even. Two outs, top of inning number 5. As the pitch is swung on and missed by Hansen, and the inning is over. So Preston gets a couple of runners on base. None of them are able to come home. There was 1 hit, a walk, and they leave 2. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. After 4.5 on the Flying S Tideland Escrow scoreboard, it's still Century 6, Preston 1 on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Stars Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, the Indians have gotten runners on base in each of the last 2 innings, but failed to cash in as they stay down by 5 runs, 6-1, as we head to the bottom of inning number 5 here from Century High School. Weinberger, Wadsworth, and Ferguson as we go to the bottom of inning number 5. And Mesa Jones on in relief for the Indians with Regan Hansen, who went the first 2 1/3 and was responsible for all 5 runs allowed. Five runs on 5 hits allowed by Hansen. As here is Wadsburner hits the first pitch into center field. Coming up there as the center fielder to make the catch for the first out. Little fly ball to center for the first out. As Chatterton and Mortensen have now flip-flopped, as Chatterton now in center field, able to make that play. So here is Marion Wadsworth, takes the first pitch up high, ball 1. There's the 1-0 offering on the way. That's is down and in, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So Preston down to the last 6 outs on the offensive side. As the next pitch to Wadsworth hit foul. Again over on the first base side. Two balls and a strike. Jones checks over toward the dugout, climbs back into the circle. And a little roller back to Jones. She has it and throws back over to first in time for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down. Now they'll bring up Lindy's Ferguson. Two outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Today's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto. Remember, there's one stop that you need to make. It's Naylor Insurance at 223 North State Street in Preston. The first pitch from Jones, that's over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Trying to retire the Diamondbacks in order for the second time today, but not going to happen as she lines that one into right field for a 2-out single. Mortensen gets it back in. Ferguson has her second hit of the day. Hit number 7 today for the Diamondbacks. And now here is Gentry Jones, who has one of those 7 hits on her record. As she singled her last time up, she's 1 for 2. First pitch to Jones is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Runner at first base and 2 outs, bottom 5. Jones to Jones, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. As Mesa jumps out of in front of Gentry. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking around, there's quite a few folks made the drive over from Preston today. And braving the weather. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Dropped at home plate. They'll have to retire the out at first base. You got to step on the bag, though, and finally they do as the inning finally comes to an end. They threw the ball over to the first baseman, and Carter just kind of checked the runner and never touched the bag. And all of a sudden, Jones just kept running, and they finally able to get the out at first base, and the inning's over. No runs, a hit, and one left. We're done with 5. We'll head off to the 6th. It's 6-1. Century leads on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we'll go to the 6th. Preston still down by 5 runs. 6-1 here as we go to the top of inning number 6. And don't want to sound like beating a drum here, or a dead horse, so to speak. But Preston running out of outs, and if they have any designs on being the home team tomorrow in that first tournament, or Monday I should say, in that first tournament game, they need to find a way to get back here and dig yourselves out of this 5-run deficit. So as we go to the top of inning number 6, it'll be Kylie Chatterton to lead it off. First pitch slips out of the hand of Evans and rolls across home plate. It's a ball 1 ball and no strikes. Chatterton followed by Addie Carter and then Cindy Cleverly. The 3 C's, so to speak, as the next pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So we're in the top of inning number 6 here at Century. Here's the 1-1. And misses outside and high. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Outfield straightaway against Chatterton. Singled and flew out and pops this one up. It's Evans, says she'll take it, and does, right in the middle of the circle. So Chatterton pops up, back to the pitcher. 1 out. And now here is Addie Carter. Carter, like Chatterton, 1 for 2. Singled back in the 4th inning when Preston opened the inning with 3 straight hits and did not score a run. So Addie 1 for 2, also struck out back in the 1st inning as that pitch bounces up there, rolls away from the catcher, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Ball gets back to Evans, back in the circle, and the 1-0. Rolled foul over by the Preston dugout this time, and it's a 1 ball and 1 strike. Evans has pitched a dandy today. She's allowed just 5 hits and 1 run. Remember, she's got herself in trouble. She's been able to get out of it by changing locations and changing height on her pitches. As that pitch misses down and in, ball 2, 2-1. She has mixed it up very well, in and out, up and down. 2 balls and a strike on Carter. The 2-1 pitch is up high again. Now she falls behind 3-1 with 1 out here in the top of inning number 6. comes the 3-1 pitch. Up high, ball 4. That's just the third walk that she's given up. But it comes with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Preston needing a base runner and gets it via the free pass. And now here's Sydney Cleverly, who was struck out and hit by a pitch earlier in the game. So first pitch to Cleverly, that misses outside. That's a ball. Nice job by Osborne. Able to backhand the ball to keep it from going to the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, a lot of room in the outfield as the Century outfielders play very near the lines, leaving a lot of room in the gaps. Ball hit up the middle, base hit. So Preston with a 2 on here, 1 out. And Evans, who kept the Indians fairly well off the bases for the first couple of innings, now has allowed a total of 7 base runners in the last 3 innings with that hit. But she's also kept the Indians off the board. So here's Mesa Jones, 0 for 2, grounded out and struck out. First pitch to Mesa in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and everyone's going to advance 1 station here for the Indians as Carter goes to 3rd and Cleverly goes to 2nd. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jones. Evans comes home. The next pitch is down and in, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hold it tight, Ken. Keep it there.
So 2-0. Evans in a little bit of trouble here, as that's going to be lined in the center field. That'll be a base hit. That's going to get 1 in for the Indians. Turning 3rd and coming home for Cleverly as they're going to run there. Throw back to second base is in time. But Jones singles in the 2 runs as Carter and Cleverly both come home, but then she's thrown out trying to advance, as that's the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 outs, 2 runs in, as Preston has now cut the lead in half. 2 hits here in the inning. Base is empty in 2 outs. And now here is Kentley Archibald, and she hits it back, knocked down by the pitcher. Shortstop picks it up, throws to first, not in time. That'll be an infield hit as Evans got a piece of it and slowed it down. Weinberg, the shortstop, threw. Bang, bang play at first base, but not in time, says the base umpire. And then we go back to the top of the order, and Avery Madsen coming back up. Preston can get 1 more runner on base. They can bring the tying run to the plate. As the pitch is outside and a little high, ball 1. 1 ball with no strikes. So 3 hits here in the inning, as the Indians pick up a couple of runs. As it's 6-3, but there's 2 outs here in the 6th. Ball and a strike on Avery Madsen. Comes the 1-1 offering from Evans. That's rolled foul just outside of first. Ball and 2 strikes. Evans again looking at that pitch chart. Now comes back with the 1-2, hit along the right field line. It's going to get down in front of the right fielder as Cantu gets it back in, and going from first to third is the runner Archibald, and there's runners at the corners and 2 outs. Avery Madsen with her first hit of the game. And now here comes Paisley Campbell, as Campbell comes up, representing what would be the potential tying run for the Indians. 2 on, 2 outs, 6-3 game, 2 runs home here in the top of inning number 6. Evans ready. Campbell shows bunt, pulls the bat back. They throw back through the second base as it's cut off there by the shortstop. As Madsen moves up to second base, no other advancement. So Preston now with runners at second and third and 2 outs. One ball and no strikes. As the next pitch home. As that is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. So Evans misses with the first 2, comes home with the 2-0. That one is over for a strike, and it's 2-1. Evans ready again. The 2-1 offering swung on and missed, and it's now 2-2. As again, she needs it. She goes back to the heat. She dialed that one up and threw it right past Campbell. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Dropped by the catcher. First base is open. They record the last out rather, at first base. Strikeout, 2-3 on the putout for the 3rd out. But Preston gets 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave a couple on base as well, as we are done with 5.5. They get back into the game. They cut the lead in half, do the Indians. As we go to the bottom of the inning number 6, it's now Century 6, Preston 3 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Okay, the Indians get a couple little runs back. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's now a 3-run game. It's 6-3. And here in the bottom of the 6th, very important that Mesa Jones able to turn Century aside and keep it a 3-run game for her team to come back up in the 7th inning. And here in the bottom of inning number 6, it'll be the number 9 hitter, Cadence Cantu, then back to the top of the order. Kennedy Osborne and Emma Cook do up 9-1-2 here for Century. Look off to the north, just starting to see just a little bit of rain. Here's we look up the 15 freeway just to our north, so time running short, outs running short on the Indians, and weather looking like it's starting to close in here a little bit as well. So Mesa Jones ready to go to work. The first pitch to Cantu is inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. (6-3) Century. The 1-0. Hit foul. Look out. That's off the facing of the first base dugout. And it's a ball and a strike. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow afternoon, Game 1 of the boys baseball district tournament, as Century will be over at Tony Hansen Field against the Preston boys 4 p.m. first pitch tomorrow here on KACH and the My Local Radio Sports Network. Ball popped up right to the shortstop as Madsen able to make the play. So 1 out. Go back to the top of the order now, and Kennedy Osborne will come back up. Osborne's 1 for 3. Singled and scored to open up the ball game as she's also flown out and grounded out. Jones ready, comes home, and the first pitch is down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes here on Jones. Check that on Osborne, I should say, from Jones. If you're looking ahead to the 7th inning for the Indians, it'll be Carly Madsen, Regan Hansen, and then Caleb Chatterton, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. As the pitch is up high, ball 2, 2-0. Jones ready again, comes home, and once again the 2-0 pitch is high, and she falls behind the number 1 hitter in the lineup, Kennedy Osborne. She falls behind her 3-0 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the 3-0 pitch on the way is high, ball 4. So she loses Osborne on 4 pitches. And that'll bring up Emma Cook. Today's game brought to you by Magnolia Road, now under new ownership with Amber Whitaker, the new owner. Don't forget, they're holding their grand reopening coming up on Saturday. It's May 4th. So stop by at 12 North State Street in downtown Preston for the grand reopening of Magnolia Road. Popped up to first, handled there, run back to the bag, and beating Carter back to the bag was Osborne. It's a little bunt, popped up. Carter able to come up and make the catch, but she could not beat Osborne back to the bag, so there's 2 outs. So Cook pops up the bunt, and now here is Tess Ramirez, 0 for 3. Has hit the ball on the ground 3 times, and last time grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. First pitch up high, ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0. That's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 outs, runner at first base, Osborne. 6-3 Century leads. Preston has 1 more shot to get back into the games. They're trailing by 3. As that pitch is outside. As again, Jones falls behind the hitter. 3 balls and no strikes here in the inning. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, and it is inside and low, ball 4. So the second walk of the inning. Runners at first and second. And Allie Evans will now come to the plate. Evans may be the one batter you don't want to see in this situation. Two on, 2 out, runners at first and second. As the first pitch to Evans is up high, ball 1, 1-0. Liv Weinberger, the shortstop, waits on deck. Here's the 1-0 to Evans. Again, up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Osborne tried to draw a throw out there at second base, but could not bait Campbell to try to throw the ball through. Here's the 2-0. Hit in the air. Right field, foul territory. It's going to fall foul and out of play. So it's 2 balls and a strike, and everybody will come back.
Go, Mo. I like it. Go for it.
So 2-1, 2 outs. 2 on here for Century in the bottom of inning number 6. Next pitch to Evans. Popped up again, foul just over our heads, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, stay up, drive straight, baby. Stay up, drive straight. You got it.
So the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Watch it.
Jones back into the circle and the 2-2 pitch. Didn't mean to, rolls it foul over by the first base dugout. Weinberger standing in the on-deck circle, just kind of knocked it down there. So they get the ball back to Jones. And once again, the 2-2 offering is outside and high, ball 3.
Hey, be smart, Mo. Be smart. Here we go.
So 3 balls and 2 strikes now with 2 outs. The cool breeze starting to kick up again. The 3-2 pitch is hit to left field. It's going to be in for a hit. Rounding third. Here comes Osborne to the plate. As the left fielder, Hansen, mishandles the ball. That's going to get 2 runs in. And Evans is going to go all the way to third.
Good job, Mo.
So the single will get 1 run in. The error against the left fielder will get the other run in as Hansen mishandled the ball in left field. Century able to get the 2 runs back that they allowed last half inning. And it's now 8-3. It's a 5-run lead again. So 2 outs, runner at third base, and here's Liv Weinberger. Hits the first pitch foul, and now the 0-1 pitch is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Preston struggled to get 2 of those runs back. And then Century takes them right back again, back to a 5-run lead again at 8-3. 2 outs, bottom of inning number 6. The 1-1. Fastball high. Good save again by Paisley Campbell to keep that from going to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Third base dugout's going to go out of play. And it's now 2-2 again. As once again, Jones a pitch away from getting out of the inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way from Mesa Jones. As she reaches out and pokes one over by the third base dugout this time. And the count again stays at 2-2. Everybody back to their spots. Jones back into the circle, and the 2-2 pitch is low again, ball 3. So again, she runs the count full 3-2. Once again, Weinberger at the plate, trying to stay alive. Here's the 3-2. Again, another little punch job into left field. That's going to get another run home, and it's 9-3. So lots of offense coming after 2 are out. As Evans able to come in. That's 3 runs home here in the inning. On 2 hits and 2 walks. As it's now 9-3. And here is Marion Wadsworth, the second baseman, as she takes that pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So it's a 6-run lead now for the Lady Diamondbacks. The 0-1. Hit foul back into the screen, and it's 0-2. So Jones with 2 walks here in the inning, both coming immediately after there was an out.
Good idea.
And again, the next pitch again hit foul, right over here in front of us. And the count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. And again, the 0-2 pitch on the way.
Good.
Takes it down and in. Snap throw back to first. Not in time. As Weinberger gets back in there with the dive. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. High again, ball 2. They're making Jones work. And so far, it's paid off a little bit as she's given up a couple of walks here in the inning to help extend the inning. As the next pitch is over, strike 3 called, and the inning comes to an end, but not before Century adds 3 runs to their total as they send 8 men to the plate, 3 runs on 2 hits, pair of walks in the inning, and they leave 1 runner on base. So last hacks coming up here for the Indians as we go to the 7th. After 6 complete, it's Century 9, Preston 3 on the Flying S title and escrow scoreboard on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Looking for unique ideas to promote your business? How about something for that special gift, celebration, team sport, vacation, or family outing? DeMarie's Vinyl Designs can design and produce items for any occasion, male or female, with the highest quality merchandise and procedures that will not fade, peel, or wear out. Check out her store on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/DeMarie's Vinyl Designs.
If you haven't been to Woodward's Country Store lately, you are missing out. As proud supporters of Westside and Preston High School athletics, we're here to fuel your day and support our wonderful community. Fill up your tank, grab a delicious sandwich, and get everything you need for life's little adventures. Woodward's Country Store, where convenience meets quality and community spirit.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
All right, last hacks coming up here for the Indians as we go to the 7th. Carly Madsen, Reagan Hansen, and Kylie Chatterton due up here for the Indians as they've gone from down 3 to down 6. 9-3 now as we go here at the 7th inning. Carly Madsen will lead it off, 0 for 2 plus a walk. And the first pitch home to the Indian shortstop is down low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. We will have a post-game show coming up after we're done here. It may be a little brief because weather is threatening. So the pregame or the post-game show may get a little abbreviated here. The 1-0 pitch hit foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So ball and a strike on Carly Madsen, the lead off here in the 7th. Excuse me. Here comes the 1-1. Missing down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Full extension right here, bud.
Preston with 8 hits in the game. And the 3 runs. Century with 9 hits overall, and there are 9 runs in the game. As the 2-1 pitch misses down low, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Preston just needs base runners. They're down 6. Can't hit a 6-run home run. You got to get multiple runners on base. As the 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and runs the count full to Avery Madsen, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Hit foul. Senior hanging tough. So the count is full, 3-2 on Avery Madsen. Next pitch hit in the air to center. Cook is there and makes the catch for the first out. So Madsen flies out for center. She goes 0 for 3. And 1 out. Now here's Regan Hansen coming back to the plate here for the Indians. Hansen today with 1 hit. She doubled back in the 4th. She's also popped up and struck out. As she hits this one off the end of the bat, foul down the left field line. And it's 0-1. So the district tournament gets started on Tuesday here in Pocatello. These two teams will square off again in the first game of the tournament. The 0-1 pitch hit foul again back into the screen, and it's now 0-2. That's on Tuesday. Preston boys play tomorrow. We'll have that game for you as well. The 0-2 pitch, the ground ball by the shortstop out into left center field, as Hansen will go to first, and she will stay there as she has her second hit of the game. And she singles, and now that'll bring up Kylie Chatterton, who also has 1 hit in the game today. Chatterton's 1 for 3. Pitch to Chatterton, little dunker towards center field. That's going to fall in front of Cook. She can't get there in time to get a force out at second base. So Chatterton will be awarded a fielder's choice officially. Hansen is out 8-6 on the force, and that's the second out. So now with 2 outs, here's Addie Carter. Addie's walked, scored a run, singled, and struck out 1 for 2 as they throw back to first base, not in time.
Way to be paying attention, girls. Here we go.
1 ball and no strikes. 9-3, Century leads, 2 outs here in the 7th. Line along the line, and it's going to be in for a hit and gets Bascotis into the right field corner. Chatterton to third. She's going to be waved in. Carter's going to go to third. She's in there with an RBI triple. So she picks up a run. It's now 9-4. There's still 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And Preston just needs more hits. They're still down by 5. So here is Sydney Cleverly. Hit by a pitch, singled, struck out, scored twice. First pitch to Cleverly is on the inside corner for a called strike. And it's 0-1 as the wind again starts to pick up a little bit more. Blowing in from left field. As the storm clouds just making their way north up along the freeway. As the 0-1 pitch is a fastball that's swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. So Preston down to their last strike. Oh and 2 on Cleverly, and the 0-2 offering hits her. So she comes inside, and Cleverly hit by a pitch for the second time today. As Preston will have runners at first and third now in 2 outs. And now here's Mesa Jones. Jones, who singled in 2 runs her last time up. That's her only hit of the game. She's 1 for 3.
Be ready, guys. Here we go.
Still a 5-run deficit. Potential tying run still sitting in the dugout for the Indians as the first pitch fastball for a strike from Evans.
Way to throw hard, bud. Do it again.
No balls and one strike on Mesa Jones. The 1-0 swung on and missed. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike as they throw through. Safe at second. The throw back to the plate is out at the plate for the last out of the game, which really makes no sense because the potential tying run was still sitting in the dugout. They needed more base runners, not worried about trying to get the run in. But the run is out at the plate as Carter is thrown out for the third out, and that's the way the game ends. Century wins it 9-4. We'll come back, have the post-game wrap-up for you coming up right after this. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch, relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road, ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training, Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up next.
It's a beautiful day for a ball game, today. If you and I are out of dollars and cents, oh honey, we can always share a little hole in the fence. It's a beautiful day for the ladies, so throw all your dishes away. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today. At the ball game, a wonderful ball game today. Wow!
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy.
Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Well, welcome back here for the postgame show today as the Indians come up short as they fell behind, battled back, and then Century flexed their muscles again and ended up with a 9-4 win. Final totals in the game brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. For Century to win it, they had 9 runs on 9 hits. They left 6 men on base. For Preston, 4 runs on 9 hits. They also left 9 men on base. The winning pitcher was Allie Evans. The loss will go to Regan Hansen in a game that took 2 hours and 3 minutes to play here this afternoon. So we'll take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the quick post-game show as the weather is starting to close in on us here in Century. We'll have the player of the game and call this one good coming up right after this timeout on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, welcome back here to the post-game show as the Diamondbacks win it by the final score of 9-4. Our player of the game, our eye-popping player of the game, brought to you by I Care For You. That will go to winning and starting pitcher Allie Evans for the Diamondbacks, as she went 7 innings, gave up 4 runs on 9 hits, struck out 6, and walked 3 in the game. That was from the circles, but she did equally as well from the batter's box today, as well as she was 2 for 3, singled twice, walked once, scored 3 times, and also drove in a run. So she did it both from the circle and from the plate today, as the Diamondbacks win it by the final score of 9-4. Now, coming up in just a couple of minutes, we invite you to stay tuned. We'll have a community chat coming up, as we'll visit with one of our candidates for office around the Franklin County area, as Blake Dennis Baker will be our guest. He is running for county commissioner in Franklin County. That'll come up in just a couple of minutes as soon as we are done here on the post-game show. On the way tomorrow, the Preston boys will be in action back at Tony Hansen Field, as they will play host to the Century Diamondbacks boys in the opening game of the district tournament for boys baseball. We'll have the pregame show for you at 3:35 tomorrow afternoon, and the first pitch at 4 o'clock tomorrow from Tony Hansen Field. So that's going to wrap it up from here from Century. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The studio coordinator today for us has been John Beverly. I'm Dan Hubbard here at Century High School, reminding you of the final score as the Diamondbacks beat the Indians this afternoon by the final score of 9-4. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon back home in Preston. Until then, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.